What's happening, guys? Back in the shop again today. Another video here. Got an older Stihl MS360. Some sort of clutch issue. Recently, I've replaced the brake band. It had broke. Never seen one broke like that. Broke in two pieces. But anyway, so now it seems like the clutch is not disengaging when you go to tune it. So we're going to tear into it, see what the clutch looks like. We recently replaced the clutch bell, and had a little wear on it, but it looked to be okay. But apparently the original failure of the previous clutch bell probably had something to do with maybe a bad clutch. These older saws, sometimes it's a little, they're a little finicky. So we will tear into it and see if we can see what is going on with this thing. If you ever want to deep clean your saw, or if you ever take the time or have the time to do it, these little covers are always full of junk. This one's not necessarily full of too much junk because I've already had it apart when I replaced the band for the chain brake, the emergency chain brake. But if you ever get a chance to pull one down, it's pretty simple. There's depending on what model it is, there's a screw to hold this on, a couple of your guides, and then three or four bolts. It's not too complicated to take off. And then a set of picks really helps out, just to get in there to just kind of ease it out. These older saws, it's got age on it. You want to be easy with the plastic because you'll break it. You just kind of got to work it around. Just work your pick around it until you can get it free and pop it out. It's pretty simple, but as you can see, I blew this one out already, but it's full of clutch particles, the clutch and chain oil. So the inside don't look too awful bad. Something else to check too is the bearing in your clutch. If you can see this, this one was replaced when we put a new bell on it. So this one's not got much wear. There's a lot of debris inside this clutch, so that leads me to believe that the clutch is the springs are weak, or it's not disengaging. So at idle, it won't idle. If you hit the chain brake, it'll just kill the engine because the clutch is not actually disengaging. The inside of the clutch looks pretty good. Always check your wear. The last one split. These grooves here, you can see it on either side. This is for your little tab for your oiler. When you put these back on, make sure that there's get your pick. I don't know if you can see it on camera. This thing's still a little warm, but there's a little wire inside here. This is what drives your oil pump. So make sure that when you put your clutch bell or clutch cover back on, that you place the wire inside one of these notches. And the easiest way to do that, I found, is just with a pick or a small screwdriver, go ahead and bring your wire down here. Then as you're putting your clutch in, clutch cover in, or bell rather, just kind of make sure it lines up. Spin it around a couple of times to make sure you see the wire inside there. If you don't, your chain won't oil. So if you're ever not having an oiling issue, the ends of those little wires are bad to break off. So that's something to check if you have a low oil or no oil. This slot may be worn or cracked, or the end of that wire might be gone. So we're going to pop this clutch off, and I've got to go get my driver. And we will see. I will come back with you here in a little bit as we get more into it and see what the issue is. But my suspect is the clutch springs is just shot. It's probably the original clutch. No telling how many hours this all has on it. It's got good compression, but just a lot of unknowns with Saul. Again, this customer bought it second hand, so he has very little knowledge of how it was ran and how often it was ran. This is just a little muffler cover I threw together for him here a while back. He just wanted a little sound, quick and dirty, but it sounds pretty decent. We'll run it later on down the road, and I'll show you what it sounds like. But that's the band that I replaced there. So yeah, we'll get back into her, and I got to get another tool, and we'll pop this clutch off, and we'll come back with you.